In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, hello everybody, how are you doing? We'll be doing great with the mercy and grace of Almighty Allah. My name's NA Saqib. I'm your arts mentor, IELTS trainer. Additionally, we're also teaching the students of spoken English for the last 20 years at the platform of Genius Institute, Lahore. Dear friends, my today's lecture would be about paraphrasing, about the concept of paraphrasing. It sounds a bit of a riddle, or it might be a new word for most of the students, but it's a very handy and useful device when it comes to writing academically and formally. My dear friends, what's the paraphrasing all about? It can be stated in one sentence only. It's restating the question statement in your own words, but by keeping the meaning of the question. That's it. Dear friends, I have selected actually a question for you today for paraphrasing, and the paraphrasing is used in the first sentence of your essay introduction. And introduction actually is based on 3 sentences only. The first one is the background statement, which is actually the paraphrasing of the question statement. The second was the thesis statement, and the third one is the outline statement. Let's talk about paraphrasing the question. And I will give you practically a question, and then we'll be paraphrasing it in different ways. Firstly, by using the synonyms. Secondly, by flipping the order of the sentence and by using different forms of the words, or by using the family words. And thirdly, by using the concession. How it can be done, let's talk about all that stuff one by one. My question statement for you today is, which will be later on a paraphrase in 3 different ways. Education is the single most important factor in the development of a country. Education is the single most important factor in the development of a country. So let's paraphrase the question by using synonyms. The synonym of education can be schooling or learning. Most important can be paraphrased as most significant, most essential, most indispensable. The synonym of factor could be aspect, element, or role. And the synonym of development can be advancement, progression, and evolution. Synonym of the country could be nation. And it's not only the synonyms which should be used while paraphrasing the first statement, and that's the question statement. It should be used throughout the essay if you want to have a fruitful results as per the accusation of your band scores. So some students actually keep on using the same word again and again and again. So it's better to use variety of words with a similar meaning to impress the examiner. Now, let me let you know about the paraphrased question now. Schooling is the single most significant element in the advancement of a nation. Let me revise it. Schooling is the single most significant element in the advancement of a nation. What was the original question? Education is the single most important factor in the development of a country. How it has been paraphrased, that schooling is the single most significant element in the advancement of a nation. So it has been paraphrased by using the synonyms. This was one example. There could be many other ways. As I told you that, change the sentence structure or flip the order of the sentence or use different words, all that stuff. Or there could be variation in parts of speech. For example, if there is a verb, it can be turned into a noun. A noun can be changed into an adjective. So it all depends what are you going to use at what place and how it would be meaning in the sentence. For example, develop is a verb, its noun is development, its adjectives are developed and developing. There is a technology which is a noun, its adjective can be technological. There is a photograph, photographic, photography, photographer. All these are the family words. So you can, change the family words. You can use one word with another one, with another one. Yes, in this way you can make your paraphrasing very successful. And sometimes you can change the placement of the words. It can also help you out. Now, let me actually tell you about the original question first of all, once again, because we're going to change it again or paraphrase it again. Education is the single most important factor in the development of a country. Now, let's change some of the words, forms, and the order of the sentence. Now, my paraphrase question would be like this. The most essential element of a nation's development is education. The most essential element of a nation's development is education. You know that education was used in the original question in the beginning. Now, in the paraphrased actually sentence, it is used at the end. And moreover, development of a country has been changed into nation's development. So changing the words, order of the sentence or form of the words can be very useful and very handy when acquiring good band scores. There's still another way of paraphrasing the question, and that's the last tip of mine for today's lecture. And by using concessions. What is that? I will explain to you later on how to use the concession. But let me tell you about the original question first. Education is the single most important factor in the development of a country. Its paraphrased, statement would be like this. Although many would argue that the economy is the most important factor in nation building, I think education has a far greater impact. Although many would argue that the economy is the most important factor in nation building, I think education has a far greater impact. What I have done here, I have added a concession. And what is that? You are actually giving two opinions here in the first sentence. The opposite opinion and your own particular opinion. This style of paraphrasing could do wonders by earning a very good reputation in the eyes of the examiner. And what he would do, he would be very happy with your paraphrasing process and he can give you handsome band scores. So this is a great thing to do. I have added two actually clauses here. There are two parts to this sentence. Part one is although part and the part two is I think part. So there are two parts. They've been combined together but with the help of a comma actually. So both parts are separated by a comma and it's a very effective and handsome way of paraphrasing. Or this could be the best way rather of paraphrasing. So you are showing your critical thinking to the examiner by representing both schools of thought. So you can practice these techniques with past paper questions. My dear friends, if you just abide by these different ways of paraphrasing or you just practice all that stuff, I guarantee you can have a good skill of paraphrasing and it could give you a very good start when it comes to writing the background statement in the introduction of your essay writing. That is the task 2 of your IELTS writing module. My dear friends, that was some in substance of today. I wanted to just let you know about a question, and I wanted to just paraphrase it in 3 different ways, and I've done it quite successfully. And I hope you would have learned a lot about the concept of paraphrasing, and you will practice it more and more in order to become successful in this process. So God bless you all. Thank you very much indeed. I'll see you in another brand new video. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.